Hey hens, how we all doing? How we all holding up? I just want to address the elephant in the room at first. You can't really tell, honestly, on this camera and this lighting, but I have accidentally dyed my hair green and I'm absolutely fucking fuming about it. Absolutely fuming. I had purple hair and then I thought I'm kind of fancying a baby pink moment, so I tried to strip all the purple out my hair by using dish soap, like the stuff that you clean your plates with, because it's quite harsh. And people said, don't do it, Jessie. And I said, I'm fucking doing it, lovelies, and I've done it. And then if you do it, just make sure that the dishwasher soap thingy is clear, because mine was green and now you can't tell here, but in person I am Fiona after Ogre. I'm living her existence, but without human Shrek. I haven't seen him and I don't get to reap them benefits. Today's not the most cheerful type of video. It's going to be a little bit raw and open, but I do feel like I need to be raw and open with you at this time because I'm just not mentally stable right now, my lovelies. But this is basically like, it's a long chain of events that's kind of led up to this moment kind of thing. A lot of you have subscribed to me over quarantine, but if you subscribed to me before quarantine, you've been subscribed to me for a while, you might remember that I did take a little break in August and I posted a video like basically saying how I wasn't okay and stuff because something quite harrowing happened to me in August, and I don't think I'm ever going to be ready to like talk about that online. I think that one should stay quite personal to me. But basically, so much shite happened to me that, you know, not great. Wouldn't wish it on an enemy or anything like that. But and it was quite a hard time to get through. But then after that happened, then that's when, you know, I went to Sims camp and we filmed the TV show in the late 2019. And I got my own house and everything was great and everything was a really good distraction for a long while. It was Christmas. Things were good. No sort of distractions. And then 2020 hit, bitch. And then everything kind of, we're all locked in the house and everything, and quarantine's been hard on everybody. It's not just me, and I'm still very fortunate in the position that I've been in quarantine, that I can still work and I've still got a roof over my head and everything like that. But also I think the pressure from quarantine is just like a amalgamation. There's a word if you ever need to shut into a university essay. That's my favourite word, to shut into them. But yeah, basically it's an amalgamation of all of these things, as well as the fact that, you know, I have autism, so that plays a part in how I react to things as well. I tend to have quite a delayed reaction time. I had a big long talk with my mum and my sister, and basically they were like filling me in on who I am as a person, because apparently I did not know, bitch. But yeah, I have quite a delayed reaction time of things. So like in the minute everything will be okay, and then down the line that's when things start being a bit like, oh, my mind has finally registered what is going on. So yes, things aren't going that well mentally. I'm feeling really anxious over YouTube. Not really recording, actually. The thought of recording is really terrifying to me, honestly. But then once I'm here and I'm like recording a video and speaking to the camera, not to get all sappy and stuff like that, but it just kind of feels like home, because I absolutely love doing this. I've also started to get quite anxious on Twitch streams as well, which is something that I really don't like, honestly. Like, I like just having a good time, and I'm quite a happy-go-lucky, positive kind of person. But it's quite hard to be a happy-go-lucky, positive kind of person when you're going through shit. It's just kind of a hard time right now. Had a really long thought to myself about like why I'm feeling so anxious and stuff over YouTube and Twitch, because it's something that I love to do. And I think I'm a little bit overworked and a little bit burnt out, but like all in all, I think I'm just having mass anxiety right now because of, you know, like everything that happened to me last year, and then just the snowball pressure of like, well, the world's in a global pandemic, do you know what I mean? All that has kind of given me such mass anxiety. And YouTube in my head, I think, is kind of a scapegoat because it's a very consistent and very prevalent thing in my life. So my mind's just sticking on it and berating myself for it. Is that making any sense? Like, I hope it is. This is just a general video, just kind of updating you, but also just let you know that I am having these feelings and I'm having a really shit time right now as well. But I'm putting everything in place that I can possibly put in place to kind of work through them, try and retrain my brain in therapy and everything, and actually like address everything that happened to me last year and really get through it and everything. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Also, I've got doctor's appointments and everything. So yes, I'm just trying to work to make the best kind of I was gonna say make the best kind of content that I am, but honestly just like be happy in myself and be able to cope with things and react to things well, because then if I'm happy in myself, then that's when I'm going to make the best content. I did dabble as well over taking a break, but also I just think for me a break would just kind of put a plaster on things, and I'd come back and then I'd same shit, different day, you know. Like I did have a week off for my birthday and it was great, and a lot of things was happening in that week off for my birthday, so I was distracted a lot of the time. But then the second that I'm by myself, like I'm struggling again kind of thing. So basically, I've also never really had any help for autism or therapy to help me understand myself. It's been pretty much a solo journey, bitch. So yeah, I'm just putting all these things in place so I can try and become more mentally stable, which is best for me and for the channel in the long run. So I think I'm going to be going back to my pre-quarantine schedule of 3 uploads a week. Streaming as well, I'm not too sure. I do want to aim for 4 times a week with streaming, because I can do that because there's less like editing and everything. But we'll see. But basically 3 to 4 times a week for both uploading and editing, and I'm getting a proper schedule in there as well. So basically, too long didn't read. Something really shitty happened to me in August. Everything was a distraction for a while. It's finally caught up to me, especially with the stress of quarantine and everything. And I am going to therapy, and I am putting everything in place so I can try and get over it. I'm just a bit doolally twat at the minute, and I hope that you can cope with that for a little while. To be honest, like, recording is really my safe space, so you might not even notice, honestly. But yeah, I just wanted to keep you in the loop and everything, because I am very open on this channel as well, and like, I do talk to you all the time. I'm seeing a lot of people say that they're feeling the exact same way as me. It might be over a different thing, but a lot of people are generally feeling this way in the world, because things are so intensified as well in this kind of situation that we're in, that any kind of past trauma or just general feelings of anxiety or depression or anything like that is kind of really prevalent and like amplified. So I'm saying, like, as well, don't be afraid to self-care and look after yourself physically just as well as mentally. But I don't want to end this video just on a proper like, oh, by the way, bitch, I'm having, you know, mass anxiety and my autism do be flaring at the minute. I do want to end on just like a quite jolly note. So I am going to be doing a Q&A, so don't say I don't treat you, honeys. I'm giving you all emotions today, thanking y'all. I've also stopped drinking coffee because I just don't think that was helping with my general anxiety, me fucking jittering about the place. But Matt has said, if you could have only one Sims franchise game, which one would it be? 100% The Sims 3, because for me, that's got the most longevity, it's got the most playability, it's the most fun. 2 is a bit more sporadic, but 3 has like the quality of life changes that I need within the game, like the open world and like the families growing around you. The graphics, I do be a fan of it, I'm not gonna lie. Everybody always shits on The Sims 3 graphics, but I'm like, potatoes are my favourite vegetable, so I don't have a problem with The Sims 3 graphics. Laura Pearson said, would you ever consider making another channel for vlogs? You're absolutely hilarious, so I would love to see it. I have considered it. Me and Steph both considered before making separate channels where we do like beauty lifestyle kind of things. Not necessarily like, here's how to do a smoky makeup tutorial, because I wouldn't be able to tell you where to start, huns. But I think the workload would just be way too much, and I don't think I could do it. But yeah, I don't think if it wasn't doing Sims YouTube or gaming YouTube in general, I think I'd be doing something like that. Lauren said, when's your dad going to start his own YouTube channel? The bastard is not, because my dad, honestly, he used to have a feature at the end of my videos. I've never seen anything go to anybody's head as fast as them videos got to his head. My dad is a full-on fame whore, and I'm not using that term lightly. Every day be ringing me up going, what video have you got, what video have you got? I had to revoke his privilege, I'm sorry, because it was just getting too much for me having my dad berating me on the phone for not finding a Facebook video of him. So basically he's not, because also I'd have to be the one to edit in. I'm not fucking about that. Oh, Lawson Satan said, what's your favourite food? I'm going to answer this non-vegan. Kebab, doner kebab, garlic sauce in the pita bread. One time I ate kebab after a night out the next day, and it would don't do it. Oh, Jenna said, did you ever think about wanting another job, or was Sims your dream job? Honestly, I never expected it. Like, I just kind of always accepted the fact that I'm not going to have money and everything's going to be tight for the rest of my life, and that's that. So yeah, I don't know. I think I always thought I'd go into something to do with the media role, because I've done a media master's. But I think I'd go into something like social media or something like that, or video editing. If I ever stopped doing YouTube, I think I'd potentially edit for other YouTubers. Oh, this one's fun. Cassie said, as someone who works from home, do you have any strategies for making it work, like special schedules for working or separation of work time, playtime? I actually have kind of struggled with this, because this would just be my entire, like, I didn't use my living room one time for like 2 months. So I've really started to move more into my living room. I've moved gaming consoles into the living room and everything, but that one's kind of special to me because gaming's my job. But for me, I have a bath, which sounds a bit stupid, but like after a stream, I'll run a bath and sit in the bath for like an hour, and that's my time to really decompress. But as for during the day, I would say don't shit where you eat if you can. That's not a possibility for everybody. I've got a little like dining nook in my kitchen, so I have my dinner in there. I don't really have my dinner like where I'm working in here, and I've started taking my laptop to bed some nights, so I'm not like sat in the same place. So try and separate your actual workspaces as much as you can, or if it's in the same room, like turn the other way or something so it's not as associated with it. And then the last one, which is kind of a fun one, and I'm getting asked about it a lot on Twitch, so I might as well just address it now. Maisie said, love life. What's happening, Henny? You're really trying to get it out of me. You still have to check my Instagram. Okay, right. I love you all very, very much. Please don't worry about me and this video. Like, I'm not doing that well right now, but I'm putting every single thing in place for me so I can feel better. I'm just getting my mind sorted. So everything that needs to be put in place is being put in place. It's just going to take a little time for me to fully get there, but I'm putting the work in. So don't worry, honeys. That is the end of this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. But I mean, if this is the first video you've watched, God bless your heart, angels. Go watch another one. Not this one. Watch another one before you decide to subscribe. But yes, that is everything. I love you all. I'm also competing in Minecraft Championships tonight. So if you want to come watch me let my entire team down, Henny, then please do that. Twitch.tv/Plumbella. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, beach.